On here, we've got a panel of judges that we will be going to after each round to give their opinions and figure out who our winner is. So we got Logan Rashaw.
Hello.
Woo, yay. Kyle Honhorse.
Hey, hey.
And Brett Thomas. All
They
right.
couldn't hear you.
There you go. All right. You guys are ready? Let's bring up our first battler. Give it up for Paugh Beel. All right. Let's keep that energy going for his opponent, Dante Pizzini. All right. Who's going first, fellas? I'm going to give it to you.
Maybe Dante can go first because he's got that dumb mustache.
You know what? I think that is a qualifier for going first. Dante and his dumb mustache going first. Give it up for him.
I think it's a pretty sweet mustache, but Paugh Beel can best be described as the bastard love child of Fred Durst and Dimitri Martin. And if you guys don't get those references, just imagine one of those carnival caricature artists with a strict diet of Monster Energy drinks and beating his wife.
This Dante, we'll call him Smart Dante. This Dante wrote the Divine Comedy. This Dante writes benign comedy. Good news, bad news. It's not going to kill, but you still wish it wasn't there. Dante, if the polyp in my rectum had a mustache, it would be you.
Are you calling me an asshole, or are you literally calling me an asshole? I can't, what?
It's an extension of my asshole is what you are.
Hell yeah, I like that. All right, that's cool. Remember to get your prostate checked. Paul, you look like one of the 147 reasons the Boy Scouts had to change their name. It was supposed to be a summer of fun, not finger painting, all right? Come on. Come on.
You know, I'm not sure if Dante is enlightened West Virginian or racist liberal. And to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure what the difference between the two is, but I know where they overlap, that's Dante. It is.
Can I frame that after this? I really like that. I'm not gonna lie.
You can
that's
frame
pretty
it
good.
for $200, motherfucker.
That's good. Fuck. Paul's an artist. Paul likes to look at people like Van Gogh or Picasso for inspiration. But really, Paul, I think you should be looking at people like Van Morrison or Kurt Cobain. If you didn't get that, kill yourself, is what I mean.
I got it. I've got friends in low places, and Dante's one of them. All I'm saying is Dante likes to drink his beer, but not as much as he likes to drink your beer. When I first met Dante, I thought he was just one of those dumb drunks that goes to dive bars hoping to perfect their front double pike in the dive bar. You know, the type that always lands back on his feet. But I was wrong. Dante's the kind of dumb drunk that thinks a double front pike is a fish that he caught in the creek behind the trailer where his parents were arguing.
Days like this, I'm glad Bob Ross is dead. Paul lives with his mother, typical struggling artist, right? I think it's kind of cute, though. He told me every night he likes to tuck her in and make sure to remind her she puts the lotion on the skin. Seriously, has anyone checked his basement for like a really large hole? All right.
You done? Yeah. All right. Now, Dante says that he loves Fast and Furious, and his ex will confirm, yeah, Dante does love fast, but it's more like fast and curious. Curious not because he's an inquisitive lover, it's because of his weird manscaping. Spitting image, right? Dante, you're a dick face.
I take it back. I want to frame that one. Forget the other one. I want to
frame this one for $500, bitch.
Shit. I am bad at auctions. Shit. When asked if his family has a history of mental illness, Paul says no. I think I speak for everyone in here when I say, are you sure? Sideburns, dick, mustache. Are you sure? All right. That's 5. That's 5 jokes. Isn't it?
That's 4.
Oh, shit. My bad.
He's got one more.
I can't count.
That's 4. That's his 5th joke. Okay.
My bad.
Well, I tried to explain to Dante that his family was inbred, but this is what he thinks that word means.
Is that not what that means? Shit. Guys, what does inbred mean?
Means Dante. All
Okay,
right, we're
fine.
done, right? Yeah, now what do we do?
My bad. I can't count.
I like the point that the man with like 9 photos in a row was like, are you done yet, Dante? The audacity. All right, give it up for both of them. That was great.
Dante.
Don't leave him hanging, Dante. Kiss on the face. Kiss on the face. Okay. Let's turn it over to our panel of judges. Logan, what are we thinking?
I thought it was good. There was a lot of back and forth. Paul, I like that you did the roast in the style that you do comedy, which is really cool. Like you did the pictures and everything. I appreciate that you had to spend time in your free time drawing different goatees and mustaches on a family of dicks. And told him he could buy it for $500. That's pretty savage, so I'm going to give it to you.
This looks like a battle of the post-credit of a stepmom porn. Where he's like, you fucked my wife? I thought Paul put in a bunch of effort, but I thought Dante's jokes were better. So I'm giving it to Dante. I think if you really practice on this, you could be really good at roast battling. I think your jokes were pretty good. And once you get good, this is what, your second battle?
Once you get good.
Well, I mean,
Someday.
was second battle? Hell yeah, dude. Second battle, I'm giving it to Dante.
Paul messaged a bunch of people asking them to vote for him in the Cleveland Scene Awards for Best Artist. But what he should have really been doing is messaging people on how to write a punchline without a notepad. Even though he looks like a car guy without a car. And even though this guy looks like girls use him because he's old enough to buy them cigarettes. I'm gonna have to go with Dante. It was pretty close. Paul did good.
All right, we're giving
good
it
battle,
to
guys.
Dante. Yeah,
Way to
great
kick it
battle,
off.
guys. This was fantastic. Get out of here. All right. On to our second battle. Let's give it up for Chris Clem. Yeah, you don't get to do the whole thing anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm not in a good mood anyway.
Oh, okay. Have a good time. What the fuck?
He's gonna come on next.
All right, and give it up for his opponent, Dave Herron. Yeah, stand over there. We can't fit all three of us on the screen. All right, fellas, who's going first?
I'm going first.
Oh, hell yeah, that's what I like. All right, let's go. Roast 'em.
I was hoping Chris was going to do one of his pro wrestling intros, except the Owen Hart one. We're going to make this quick. Chris and I have to get back to selling weed in front of the Quick Stop in New Jersey.
Yeah, just call us Jay and Silent Blob.
Just call it. If you read it correctly, it says gay in Silent Blob. Thank you very much.
Happy Pride Month. I want to say before I get started, I really appreciate being here. Yeah, you're right, there was no great entrance. I'm on a losing streak. But I appreciate my spot on this roast battle show because I've battled every fat comic in a 120-mile radius of Cleveland. Bob McClure, Chris Scriva, Jeremy Shear, Kyle Honhorst, now Dave Herron. Just call me Roast Battle Tim Wolf. Does that count as a joke or not?
Yeah. Chris.
You have to know Tim Wolf, I guess.
Chris is so addicted to watching fat-ass white girls gangbang online, he had to upgrade his high-speed internet. But that's not what he means when he says he loves trains and is on the spectrum.
I've learned between you and Kyle that people from Akron think anyone with an above average IQ is autistic, so keep that in mind. Dave is a few years older than me. We went to the same high school and the same college, and now we're both here at Spotlight Cleveland. It's the first time I've ever roast battled my life's worst case scenario. Being super fat and having my wife and kids abandon me is one thing, but I won't make do with that newsboy cap.
Yeah, we both have sleep apnea, but I'm the only one that's got my dick sucked with my mask on.
Incorrect.
Wait,
And I've actually done it in the bounds of holy matrimony.
wait a minute. Your wife sucked your dick with your CPAP mask on? She made me take it off.
It's a good setup. He saw I was going to be overconfident. He took his spot right there.
Chris got laid off from his first job ever
Is
working.
that your joke or my joke now?
What's that? I was just rebuttaling you,
Oh,
motherfucker.
gotcha.
It's my joke.
All right. Keep it going for the healthiest member of 1,000-pound, 10-cent beer life.
Today, Junior.
Oh, okay.
Chris got laid off from the first job he ever worked as a deli worker. But years later, when he auditioned with producers in Hollywood, he'd still be handling salty meats. And they gave me high blood pressure.
Is that the end?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody, make some noise for Dave. He's a high school athlete. He lettered in tennis.
Hell yeah.
He played the net. Dave is actually my all-time favorite athlete because he proves that Wario's skills in Mario Tennis can translate to real life.
I'm more of a Bowser myself, but whatever.
Both got red hair.
Right. So, Chris looks like he should be bullying Joe Dirt right now. Which isn't an accident. Chris idolizes Kid Rock so much he cosplays as a redneck more than Jeff Foxworthy. If you base your entire personality off the 7th best rapper from Detroit, you might be a redneck.
Top 4 at least. Dave sells home remodels for a living and he makes a killing. His secret is leaving his business card after he busts through the wall delivering Kool-Aid.
Oh, you motherfucker! You motherfucker!
That's a great joke. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
You know, I was intimidated when I found out that I was going to be
You're not gonna
roasting.
get mad?
What's that?
You're not gonna go. That's Phil Eckenrode's joke.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, I was intimidated when I found out that I'd be roasting somebody who looks like what my mom probably hoped I would grow up to look like. But all that went away when I watched him cry his eyes out on stage at the Rubber City Comedy Festival about how he was in a dark place when he flunked out of Hollywood and had to move back to Ohio. The funniest thing about this entire roast is that I'm the short, fat, balding bachelor, and you're the one that wants to eat a shotgun. And people call me an emotional eater.
That's true. Dave put on his fact sheet that he doesn't eat vegetables, just in case our eyes didn't work. All right. Dave once told a friend of mine who was a virgin that the way to get laid was to never take no for an answer. In Dave's defense, if they're still there after waiting the 15 minutes for the crane to get him in bed, that legally counts as consent.
Holy shit. Okay. Do I have to ask you guys to kiss too? Come on. No, don't. All right, Logan, what are we thinking?
I mean, it's very clear that Chris spent time in Hollywood because you would not stop looking at yourself in this fucking screen. Jesus Christ, man. What do you mean? You're like 9 feet tall. You will be in every shot. With that out of the way, though, yeah, Clem won.
All right.
Yeah.
Kyle, go.
Inside baseball, I battled Dave, and he accused me of stealing a joke, and Chris did it, the Kool-Aid joke. And it was so fucking funny to just me. Oh, I can't. Oh, you fucking asshole.
He's in shambles.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good. I want to give the battle to Dave because Chris is stealing jokes from Phil Eckenrode. But I think overall, like, take that out and, like, take one of Dave's bombs out there. I think Chris still got it.
All right. Brett, do you have some fun, mean things to say?
Yeah, I think Dave looks like he wears his favorite outfit when he had to go get his sexual offender registry photo taken. And it looks like Chris's kids read to him at night.
That's okay. You did that joke. You stole it from yourself, so that's all right.
Yeah. But I'm going to say Dave won, so his feelings are completely hurt.
I thought it was a really good battle, dude. It was
good.
fucking killer, dude.
Thank you, Brett.
Give it up
Give
for
it up
him.
give it up for the both of them. Fantastic. All right. We're going to keep that energy up for our third battle of the night. Keep it going for Amanda Averell. And her opponent, Erick Williams. All right, who's going first? Do we know? Anyone going to stand up? Do it? Do it? Go ahead, roast them.
What a matchup. A talking carrot against a human pierogi. I'm bright orange and hated. She's just a big old dumpling full of potatoes and hate.
And cum.
We could co-star in a VeggieTales movie called Amanda Eats Potato Pete.
They don't know who Potato Pete is here, bud.
I only survived because Amanda can't find the ranch. This is not going well. No, I don't know who decided to book an anorexic against a diabetic who takes extra insulin so she can eat donuts. I know multiple opiate addicts. Amanda's still more likely to be found overdosed with a needle in her.
You done? All right. Thank you, old Sheldon. Okay. You know what, though? Eric's a real sweetheart. Every time I'm in Ohio, he invites me to stay at his parents' house, which is just the sweetest way that I've ever been invited to peg someone's dad. And finger blast their mom. To be honest, Erick just wants to see his parents just waterboarded and drowned in the twin bed he grew up in.
Amanda's bisexual and thinks she needs to tell people that? You don't. You don't need to tell people you're bisexual when you're over 30 and your favorite band is still Fall Out Boy. You don't need to tell people you're bisexual when you look like all three Stooges melded into one Super Stooge. You don't need to tell people you're bisexual when your haircut is that. We know you are visible. Happy Pride Month.
Oh, thank you, you anthropomorphic IPA. You've got notes of like cat piss and hops just reeking from that fucking shirt that hasn't been washed in 3 weeks. What a delight. Anyway, Erick learned to cook when he was 14. The first recipe he mastered was meth. The first cookbook he owned was The Anarchists. Oh, come on. That deserves more than that, okay? You know what? He's over here trying to be the bear. Meanwhile, he looks more like Methry Dahmer, okay?
That was solid, Peppermint Platty.
Thank you.
Amanda loves mankind, and by that I mean she masturbates to wrestling legend Mick Foley. Foley, a.k.a. Cactus Jack, a.k.a. Dude Love, a.k.a. Mankind, a.k.a. Amanda Spankbank, is famous for a Texas death match that didn't end until a stun gun knocked him unconscious, which is also the only way to get Amanda to shut up.
Oh,
Foley once knocked the Sandman unconscious, which is almost as ironic as me saying Amanda won't shut up. Foley's autobiography is titled Have a Nice Day, which is something Amanda has never said.
Man, the tism is strong with this one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. This AI-generated Shaggy only Scooby snacks on his girlfriend's puss when she's on her period. That's because Reddit told him it would cure his anemia. Zoinks. Man,
It was actually a YouTube video.
Doesn't matter. It looks like you do all of your drugs with her Kohl's cash. Just rolling it up and snorting it off her titties. That's it.
Amanda's on antidepressants, which means she can't come. No orgasms for Amanda. Sounds like a children's book written just for Amanda, a grown adult, to explain why Harriet the Hitachi died. Amanda named her vagina Lamb Chop because it sings the song that never ends. Amanda wants to have orgasms, but if she doesn't stay medicated, she might have the wrong kind of climax. Okay, that's fucking not good.
Either way, it ends with a shot in the mouth. Anyway, cool. No? All right. Erick dates a younger woman. He picked her up in front of a high school. That's because she is a special needs educator, and really dating Erick is just bringing her work home with her.
Amanda believes people think she's a, and I'm quoting, woke bitch. That's not true. No one thinks she's woke. The only people who think Amanda's woke know too much about World War II and don't have alibis for January 6th. What people think is that Amanda would call the cops on black bird watchers. Hello, 911, I'd like to report other people's happiness. Yeah, the silence is better than anything you have to say.
No, I know. Oh, I don't know what happiness is. Remember, I'm on antidepressants and can't come. I don't know. It's a lot coming from you. I know that you're a feminist because it says so on your fucking notebook at the bar, okay? Abby, can you throw that notebook up here, please? Just for my own glory. Thank you. Feminist. There you go, bud. Another book that you can finish cover to cover. All right. Don't paper cut yourself to death. Anyway, Erick has family in Brazil, so he gets to visit and go to Carnival, which is really cool because then that means he gets to take a vacation from working at the Carnival. A lot of people, a lot of the carnies think that, whenever Erick says that he's just degrading them, but it's really because he's huffed too much helium and went way too many times on that tilt-a-whirl. Yeah, sure. Yes, yeah, sure.
All right, keep it going for a school shooter and the one girl he told not to come to school the next day. Logan, what do you got for me?
I do appreciate the level of autism it takes to see the wrestling opportunity and be like, now I can tell everyone all 3 faces of Foley and explain a death match before I tell a very weak joke. That's rad. Amanda, you took a lot of risks by not just passing every round. I appreciate that. That's cool. I'm going to give it to you.
This was a great battle between 2 extra actors in the movie Gummo. After watching that battle, Amanda, can I borrow some of those antidepressants?
Because he can't stop coming.
No, I think Amanda won. She had some decent jokes there. I don't think they all hit, but Erick kept digging that wrestling joke like he was the Undertaker. So yeah, dude, it's Amanda.
Brett, go in on him.
Erick did my show a couple months ago, and he did really good. He's like really funny, but that's not the joke. But I mean, he told everyone that he's poor and he shops at Aldi, and that was the joke because we all know he shops at the food bank. And Amanda loves pro wrestling, and whenever she goes to like a pro wrestling show, people come up to her and go, "Whoa, that must have been a nasty chair shot you took to the face." I'm gonna go with Amanda.
A sweep for Amanda. Give it up for her. Fantastic. Be gone. All right. On to our next battle. Give it up for your first battler, Dwayne Duke. And his opponent, Monica Hagar. Do we know who's going first?
Ladies first, why not?
All right.
You twat.
All right, roast him.
So this is a queer demolition derby. You'll have to forgive Dwayne for being a little nervous. The last time he was in front of a judge, he had to bicycle to work for a year. And there's no way to serve cunt in bicycle shorts, especially for him.
You would know Hagar the Horrible. All right. I feel bad about the things I wrote. This is pride, and this is going to be a hate crime. But you're used to those. It's called your dating history. Monica's pronouns are she, her, and dear God, what have I done?
I know Catholic school fucked up Dwayne something terrible because he recorded not one, but 2 separate comedy albums in Akron, Ohio. God, man, you gotta learn to love yourself. It gets better, just not in Summit County.
Aw, I have a fan. You'll never know what that's like. Okay, so today was Pride, and thankfully this is a leap year, which means Monica gets 1 day of love and 365 full days of hate.
I've been with somebody 2 years. How about you?
I don't know. 3/5 compromise or something like that.
In his younger years, Dwayne was wild, and he tried out to be in the pornos, but they didn't want him. So he didn't end up in the porn, but he kept the porn name. Because I know your mom didn't name you Dwayne Duke. What the fuck was she thinking? Like, this is what gonna get, like, he's gonna get, like, plowed in some field by John Wayne? Like, God, I don't get it.
She did name me Dwayne Duke. She named me David Duke, and then we found out. Monica is Hispanic, autistic, bisexual, transgender, and plays Magic the Gathering. She's all the worst parts of Tumblr in a bad thrift store dress.
This is from the Walmart Please Kill Me collection.
Oh.
Dwayne is a risk taker. That's how I knew I liked him, because I saw him dressed as Halloween as a topless Buzz Lightyear. That took a lot of guts, you know, under that disco lighting, all grotesque and bloated. But I know one thing. He was right about one thing. I have probably had a friend in him.
I like that you think you have friends. Okay. I can't look at you when I do this one. Sorry. So what your ex said. Monica's from a small town. Her father's a disabled drug addict who raised a trans daughter. She is the country song that killed Trace Adkins. I said Toby Keith, sorry. Trace is still hanging in there. She just boo Toby Keith? Okay.
Dwayne is a baseball fan with a drinking problem, so that is to say, he's a baseball fan. But Dwayne is so replaceable and mediocre that he's been straddling a Mendoza line of his very own for years. It's a restraining order against his old Latin boy toy.
I think you Googled someone else. All right. I don't know Monica, but preparing for this, she sent me a 3-page bio about herself. If she still had her balls, it would have been a manifesto, but it was just, and I say this with love, the worst first draft of a suicide note I've ever read. Here's an excerpt. Question, what was your childhood like? Answer, frowny face.
Yeah. Sorry. I couldn't get over frowny face. Holy shit. I relate. All right, keep it going for them. That was great. Fantastic. Lay it on me, Logan.
Well, the way Monica would just bring up facts about Dwayne, it sounded like I was listening to a Nardwuar interview.
We gotta know.
Yeah. But I'm going to give it to Dwayne. I think the jokes were better and more consistent.
Kyle. Is it me?
Kyle, yes.
Okay.
We've been going the same order every round.
I know. Sometimes people switch it up. I don't fucking know. This is like a battle between like the high school bully and the nerdy girl, but they had sexual tension the whole time, and then they realized they didn't. No, I just think experience won this one. Dwayne's a very good comic, and I don't think Monica stinks at all, but I think Dwayne took it.
All right, Dwayne. Brett.
My mic died,
We have like 9 batteries right here.
Oh, thanks.
Fix that next round.
Thanks. I think it was like really close. Since it's LGBT Pride Month, I'm going to have to give it to Monica to spread the love to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Brett. I'm sure they appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Ally Brett.
Thank you.
Ally Brett. Ally Brett. Yeah, good for Brett. All right. We got Dwayne is the winner. Give it up for both of them. That was fantastic. You good? Yep. I'm good. Cool. All right. Moving right along. Give it up for your next battler. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm fine. I swear I'm fucking fine. Holy shit. Let's try that again. Give it up for your next battler, Abby Elias. And her opponent, looking fine as hell. Give it up for Dar'jon Bentley. Yeehaw. All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right. Roast 'em.
All right, so Dar'jon and I actually have a lot in common. We both love horror films. We both sing along to the Backstreet Boys when we don't think people are watching. We're both washed-up theater kids that have to constantly remind people that we're not gay. Congratulations, Dar'jon. You're an insufferable white bitch. He's even got the Barbie, and I'm just Ken.
That was cute. That was very cute. Happy Pride Day to all the pronouns out there. No? Okay, no claps. That's fine. To all the he, she's, all the they, thems, but also whatever the fuck pronouns make up Abby and her fucking gigantic nose. I don't know which pronouns those go by, but...
By the way, I loved you on SNL, Eaton Thompson.
I'm so happy that Fiona from Shrek was able to come here and do a roast battle.
All right, congrats. This is the reenactment of Shrek the Musical, guys. Speaking of which, Dar'jon actually did musical theater at Beechwood High School.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't? Yes, you fucking did. Stop. He wants to get out of this one. He did musical theater at Beechwood, which is, their high school is known for their atrociously bad football team. Like, do you know how bad the football team has to be that the black kid did musical theater? You know, he was actually cast as the role of the dad, not like in a play or anything, just at home.
Well, Abby is a straight woman, but also dresses like a modern feminist butch right now. But she also looks like that. Let me see. I'm so drunk, guys. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. So Abby used to be suicidal, right? And
what do you mean used to be?
And the thing was, after watching some of her comedy videos, I understand why, but also sad that you didn't. You guys are not on my side, and that's okay. That is okay.
Guys, you gotta forgive Dar'jon. He's still bitter that Dan Schneider passed him up for all that for not being cute enough.
Damn it, Kenan Thompson! Oh boy. Okay.
Dar'jon and his ex-girlfriend used to. There is more. That was just a clapback, motherfucker. Dar'jon and his ex-girlfriend used to put each other in get out situations. She would take him to meet her white racist family, and he would take her to a stand-up show.
Dum-dum. Let me see here. Abby is right. We're both kind of theater kids. And, one thing about Abby is that she never sang, but also played the protagonist. But I can't blame directors when she always looks like the Wicked Witch of the West, y'all. It's your turn.
Thank you.
Isn't that 5? Damn. Go ahead.
All right, cool. I'm going to love calling the cops on your cookout next week, by the way.
Did she roast herself? What the fuck?
I love a good roast. When Dar'jon was 12 years old, he wrote a PowerPoint for his family about how porn actually isn't that bad for you.
I did.
Let's just say Nana's funeral was the last he ever spoke at.
Abby has the face of a woman, but the body of a middle school linebacker.
All right, guys, you got to give it up for Incel Washington over here.
Everyone, give it up for Amy Poehler without the money. Let's just do that right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
On Dar'jon's first day of middle school, he got called the N-word, neurodivergent. In his defense, that special ed teacher was a racist.
Oh boy, I'm just happy I didn't lose on Juneteenth. Anyway. Everyone, we have an out-of-towner comedian here, and the only thing that sucks is that you couldn't book anything else but a roast battle or anything at your own hometown. So congratulations. That's it, right? That's it.
You made it, don't worry. Oh boy, give it up for the 2 most insufferable people in Seussical. All right, Logan first.
Thank you for making it clear, because sometimes you mix it up.
Sometimes I mix it up.
I think clearly Dar'jon got the biggest laughs, but unfortunately they were just from yourself, Dar'jon. I'm going to say Abby got this one.
All right. Kyle.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You went to Beechwood? Yeah. I thought Jews were funny.
Bitch, I'm not Kanye. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, do I have to? I mean, come on, clearly, Abby. What are you talking about?
God damn.
There's a lot of Jewish people in Beechwood.
Okay. Brett, does your mic work now? Yeah. Cool, talk into it.
Okay, Dar'jon, you look like the biggest, pick-me guy right now. Just yeah, women unrelated. Well, I like Barbies too. But I'm gonna have to give it to Abby.
All right.
Abby Sweep, give it up for her. Hell yeah. Give it up for both of them. Ride off into the sunset, cowboy. All right, we're in the home stretch now, guys. We've got 2 more battles for you. Give it up for Chris Scriva. Do you really want to and his opponent, Dan Handelman. Woo! Oh, you
I think you
this one
take
from
her
me. I'll
mic.
hand it to you. All right, who's going first?
Since he's getting the handoff, would you like to call me fat a whole bunch? Okay.
I think we would all like that.
Okay. I wore a shirt that doesn't fit me today. This is going to be great.
Oh, no. That's all we're going to focus on now. All right. Kill him.
Battle.
Chris's outdoor voice is the perfect starting point for any gender that wants to transition.
Dan's inside voice literally sounds like a woman that just transitioned. Oh, not funny? Okay, sorry. All the other trans jokes worked. All right. A lot of you guys don't know this, but Dan used to be a raging alcoholic. Now he's California sober. You guys know what that is? Clap if you know what that is. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, that's where you still, don't drink any alcohol, but you still fuck dudes and vote for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris reminds me of if you combine the little boy from Bob's Burgers with the big boy from Bob's Big Boy and then let him eat both restaurants into bankruptcy.
I do be eating. I like food a lot. Dan told me that all of his small pets died from negligence. Duh, Dan, it must be pretty hard to feed them inside of your own asshole. Gerbils can't eat poop.
The pellets are very small.
Do you make pellets like a rabbit?
No, the food pellets.
Oh. I pick up what you're throwing down.
Chris has had salt and pepper in his hair since he was 15 years old. But that's nothing. He's had salt and vinegar chips in his stomach since he could reach the coffee table.
My stomach doesn't digest well. This is just bloating. That's what that is. Dan has autism. And his girlfriend works with handicapped kids. Who says inter-office romance can't work out?
Chris travels a lot, and he said he's gotten really comfortable sleeping on other people's couches. Chris, wouldn't it be cheaper just to rent a motel rather than buy everyone a new couch the next day?
I got the fucking IKEA gold membership, dude. That hurt my feelings. Dan's a huge fan of Dan Harmon. He said he made him stutter on a podcast. How cool is it that Dan Harmon has open mic comedians suck him off during a podcast?
It's more of a hand job kind of situation. Chris's actual skateboarding Twitter handle is @ShredLord420.
Give me a follow.
@ShredLord420, which might make him the only dude on the planet to include his weight and cholesterol in his Twitter handle.
Hashtag 420 eat it. Dan be fucking, as they say. He skipped his grandma's funeral to try to finger blast a girl. But luckily, he made it back in time for the all-you-can-eat rigatoni buffet. I was there too, eating, because I'm fat. End scene.
Guys, give it up for the starting point and the ending point of a Russian nesting doll. Take it away, Logan.
I think you both did really good, and I'm gonna need another joke, I think. I don't know. How do you guys feel?
Ooh, we're allowed to do that?
Yeah, dog. Haven't you been here before? Is it my turn yet?
This is the second time we've had a fucking panel, you dumb cunt, so no.
We're in charge now.
So no, I don't know that we can do that, because it didn't happen the one other time.
What?
The cut. Kyle's a cunt. Kyle's a cunt.
Yeah.
But I like Kyle. Vote for me.
I am a cunt. I think there's a clear winner, but I love both these battlers, so I want one more joke too.
All right.
Yeah.
One more.
One more joke. All right, you went first last time, right?
Sudden death. Sudden death. Sudden death.
All right, I'll try. All right. Thanks to Dan's dad's celebrity status, Dan used to talk to famous celebrities on the phone growing up. Must be crazy to be the only kid that failed first-round interviews for Epstein's Island. He's unfuckable.
Chris did ballet, tap, and jazz dancing until he was 13 years old, because that's when his parents didn't think it was funny enough to continue paying for it anymore.
All right. Sudden death. What do you think now, Logan?
I know it didn't get as big of a laugh, but I like Dan's sudden death joke a lot, so I'm gonna give it to Dan.
All right, one for Dan. Kyle.
Yeah, Chris ate shit on his 5th joke, but I think his sudden death was probably a little better. But I think overall, I just wanted to see one more joke, dude, because I know Dan be writing fat jokes. So I'll give this like nod to, I'll make Brett decide Chris.
All right. Brett, decide.
Since we both have autism, I'm going with Dan.
Dan, all right. Dan wins. Aw.
This one scared me.
This one scared him. All right, guys, we are at our final battle of the night. Are you ready? Give it up for your first battler, Chris Paugh. And give it up for your second battler, Jeremy Shear.
Time to play the game.
You want me to go first? I'll go first. You guys, Jeremy's sister has big milky tits. And so does Jeremy. Jeremy had the same breast reduction surgery as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which is insane because every time Jeremy goes out, the guys at the gay bar consider Jeremy's Johnson their rock bottom.
I make a lot of people feel bad when I fuck them. That's the joke. When you visit my abode, you will be greeted upon entrance with a cup that says, "Chris Paugh committed bestiality." And you might be wondering, why do I have that cup? Well, Chris is actually a secret furry named Chrissy Paws. This is not his true form. His true form is at the cons when he's getting railed by 3 horses.
Wow. You guys give it up for the puppet from the Saw movies. There are 36 cheeseburgers in this safe. There are 24 cheeseburgers in this safe. There are 3 cheeseburgers in this safe. Fuck you, Jeremy. Jeremy looks like the misfit skull with skin.
It's accurate. Chris hates Kurt Cobain, but you two actually have something in common. You both can't do anything with your hair unless you put teeth and brains through it.
My hairline is barely receding. Jeremy knows he's a monster. He just can't decide between tickle or cookie. Jeremy and I have been friends for 12 years. This fucking guy loves a meeting. Every project I've ever worked on with him has involved a meeting. This whole friendship should have been a fucking email. The only meeting this dry drunk won't go to is AA.
I think it is reasonable to ask for 1 meeting a week. Just 1. Tabitha, I know. She's not the only one that has this complaint about me. Chris has resting cunt face. That's why every woman that you date instantly looks like she hates me. You're attracting the same type of face.
I don't date very nice people.
If it looks like Chris has a fancy look on his face, it's because something happened in comics, or he's keeping alone in his butt with a princess plug.
It might be the latter this month. It's Pride Month. Jeremy is a comedy dad to a whole bunch of comics. Having Jeremy for a comedy dad is like having Casey Anthony for a regular mom. Jeremy is a comedy dad the way that John Benet Ramsey's parents were pageant moms.
Child is going to die in my hands. Chris loves horror movies. He's so brave. If you're so brave, why are you so scared of condoms? No more going to ice cream to celebrate a negative AIDS test. Wrap it up.
I was excited to not have AIDS. I wanted a fucking ice cream, banana split. Give it up for the 5th funniest radio personality in Cleveland with a trans stepkid. Jeremy's been doing comedy for 20 years, and the only time he's ever killed is his dad's retirement plans.
That is accurate. Chris is a dyed-in-the-wool liberal, but instead of, making a difference in his community or campaigning for change, he fights with MAGA people in comment sections and gets banned for weeks at a time so nobody can post in groups, like a shit-posting teenager. Look, I'm just airing a grievance right now. Why can't you promote for this show?
Ooh, good sick burn. I'm mean to Nazis online. You toothpick counting bottom. Jeremy identifies as asexual, which is crazy because I identify Jeremy as an amoeba, which is also asexual. You guys learn science. Okay. Jeremy is the millennial Gallagher, except for instead of watermelons, all he smashes is kid ass. And stereotypes by being the most broke Jew since they left the desert.
That was 5. Give it up for 2 men who I can't believe haven't killed each other yet. We made it. Logan.
It is so upsetting that you're both fathers.
Fucking right.
Yeah, I love the Casey Anthony joke, and I did appreciate that you did a joke about The Rock where you didn't feel the need to tell us every fact you know about The Rock. So I'm going to give it to Chris.
Kyle?
They're cooking sausages, so I'll make it quick. I think, and as I paused because I was just absorbing the smell. Chris, I think joke writing wise, that was like one of your best battles. I don't think Jeremy did terrible, but I think Chris just brought it a little more, so I'm going Chris.
All right. Brett, what do you got? Be mean.
I think whoever I don't pick's gonna stab me. But I mean, it was both good. It was close. It was hard. I can't look you guys in the face.
The last time Brett and I did one of these shows together, Brett in one of his jokes fucked my kids. So.
This is true.
I didn't look them in the eyes either. But I'm gonna go with Chris.
All right, sweep for Chris. Give it up for him. And that is it. That has been Roast Battle Cleveland. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This has been fantastic. We do these every 2 weeks. Our next show is June 15th. So come on out. See us again. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys.
Give it up for Tabitha Jones!